Today we're driving east to spend just one night on the Moray coast in Findhorn. We already know Findhorn quite well. We actually stayed there for 5 months this winter on a campsite there with the caravan. But I think no matter how much you like where you live, it's important to have a few trips away now and then and get a good change of scenery and refresh yourself. So it's funny because we loved our time here, but it was a strange time in our personal lives. There was a lot going on. Both of our jobs were kind of a little bit up in the air. I was unsure what I wanted to do. Stephen didn't really know what he wanted to do. We'd had some personal issues and we were both just in a funny place in our lives. Tomorrow I'm going to ride all the way around there. So while we loved it here, the memories of this place we kind of associate with those negative feelings. So we really wanted to come back here and replace those memories with some positive feelings. We just spent a summer living in an old prison van on the west coast of Scotland, and that time of our lives was coming to an end. We got the caravan back out of storage, sold the van, and we found a campsite, which was Findhorn, where we could stay for winter. Stephen worked in a coffee shop nearby, and I would walk through these dunes every day after dropping him off and then take a little loop around the eco-village. It was so much fun walking through this village every day. I would take a different path. There's so many interesting little buildings. This was the weaving studio. There's a pottery studio. So much activity, so much to look at. I was never bored on my walks here. One thing about the Moray coast is it's got its own microclimate. The weather is so much calmer here. The winter was one of the mildest ones we've ever had in the caravan or a van. And even now, going from west to east, I was amazed at how much hotter it was. So this is us quickly getting changed and putting our summer gear back on after travelling up in wool jackets, and Fox even had a turtleneck on at one point. So we quickly sorted ourselves out. This is him showing a very slow spin, lazy boy, and enjoying a dentist stick while we wait to check in to our little hotel room. Well, an inn. It was really cute. This isn't our usual accommodation style, to be honest, but everything else is so expensive, and this was pretty cheap. It was cute. We had a shower and our little bed, and we could sit outside and have a beer. Drinking and sitting at pubs is not something I do. If you know me, you will know that this is a rare occurrence, and let me tell you, like, even just 2 beers, I was suffering the next day. I am delicate in my old age. Another thing I really wanted to do while we were back in Findhorn was get on my bike. I always regretted not getting more bike rides in when we were here. There are so many more kind of cycle lanes, forest tracks, beach tracks. So this was the main event for me. And honestly, I was so tired. I'd been a little, not hungover, but I was feeling delicate. But being on my bike sorted me right out. I was wide awake, felt great while out on those wheels. Terrible as soon as I stopped. But, these pockets of time on the bike, great. I really do think that I am at my healthiest and my happiest when I am out on my bike. I've got a pretty wild get-up on this morning. That's my hoodie. Tucked under my helmet because it was freezing this morning. But yeah, super cold, super bright. Forgot my sunglasses, which is why I had to bump back into Stephen in the car and get them. I'm actually getting quite hot now, so I might have to take this off. These tracks are really sandy, and I swear they're sandier than they used to be because it's graft pedaling. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take off some layers. This is where I used to come on some morning rides and sit and drink my coffee. Pretty nice. Old military bunker thing down there. This was a really easy ride from Findhorn over to Birkhead, just all the way through forest tracks and sandy paths and gravel. absolutely no roads. It wasn't a huge distance, but I'm still kind of working out what my capabilities are with distance, because here on Skye everything's a lot hillier, so while the same distance somewhere else might be super easier on Skye, it's a little bit more graft. So I'm still figuring out. But this was really nice. I think I could have done this twice over. So next time I'm going to go further, and next time we should have Fox. The situation with getting Fox on the bikes is still in progress, and we're very near to having it solved. So I'm really looking forward to Fox and Stephen coming with me. Although I do enjoy my solo rides every now and then. It's quiet time. This was a cute little bird hide that I found, and do you know what? It was really nice to see squirrels again. When we had our pitch in the Cairngorms, I had so many red squirrels on my pitch climbing the trees. I would feed them, they were great, and I haven't really seen any on Skye. I don't know if we get them up here. Well, we must do, but anyways, it was nice to see them again. This is me checking that I haven't gotten lost. I didn't really know all of the tracks. I used to walk some of them when I was here, but as long as you skim the coast, you're fine. And that was me pushing for a little bit, because damn, riding through sand is really hard. But here we are, I'm finishing up, going through Birkhead Caravan Park. That van on the right there, the old one, looks so much like our first motorhome. Do you know what, I'll try and shove a picture in quickly. There we go, it was a 1989 Talbot Express. I absolutely loved it. So bike ride done. Now it is definitely time for a coffee, so we headed back to Rose Isle where we knew this lovely little food truck was. But you know what, I'm not gonna tag them because their customer service was borderline terrible. I'll not say anything too bad, but let's just say, like, we felt like we annoyed them by being there. But anyways, we're back home now, and the weather is a little, not as sunny, but it's great, it's fine. I've got loads of work to do. I've got a coaster update. These are hand spun, hand woven, coming to my online shop on October the 1st, which is actually just in a couple of days, so I better go and hurry up and get some more work done. Thanks for watching, bye!